Hey hustlers, so glad to have you join us again here on my channel where the journey is your own, but you are not alone. Now you can't keep me to yourself, so remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for streaming. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever this podcast finds you. I hope you are in a pleasant state. This is my first panel discussion, so I'm very excited. Go ahead and like, subscribe to this channel, LaPortia Mitchell Presents. We have a lot of good things coming for you. Today I'm going to go ahead and let my guests introduce themselves. We have Miss Danica here and Josh. Go ahead.
So my name is Danica Gissentowner. I have a travel agent company called Travel Oils by Danica Gissentowner. And I do a lot with the community, and I work for the city of Augusta.
My name is Joshua Johnson, aka Big Boss. I have a podcast, Clash at the Round Table. We focus on sports, politics, anything you want to talk about, we talk about.
I was a guest on that. We had a good time.
Yeah, we did.
You actually put me on blast because you put me on your reels
No, I did
talking
not.
about that McDonald's position and do you want a man that work at McDonald's?
That's how you supposed to do.
Yeah, they're like, where you working? Well, what you
That's
do?
how you get people for views and stuff.
But we had a great interview. We did a good thing. So thank you so much. And thank y'all so much for joining me, taking y'all time out to come and sit with me and talk with me. This is very important to me. So let's go ahead and get started. Our first topic, I want to discuss being an entrepreneur. What entrepreneurship is, what it is to you, how it fits into your life. There was a big deal in the city last week, I believe. We have Miss Jamie hosting the Small Business Awards. Some people were nominated, some were not. It was actually self-nomination, and then you had to get people to vote for you. But my guy Reggie, and shout out to Reggie because he is a real entrepreneur, but he said, you know, if you work a 9 to 5, he kind of said you aren't considered a real entrepreneur in comparison to a person, I guess, who is solely depending on whatever they sell or produce as their income. And I wanted to talk about that because I come in it and felt as if I actually work harder than a person who solely just has a clothing line or is a hairdresser, because I have a commitment to a 9 to 5 job, and it's a very important job. And then I also have to still create content and different things like that as an entrepreneur and sell and promote and hustle and network.
Right.
So I know everybody saw it. So how do y'all feel about it? Like,
I mean, at first, when I first seen it, I was like, man, how you gonna say an entrepreneur? I work 9 to 5, I work hard, long hours and stuff like that. But then when I watched his live and how he wrote on it, I was like, yeah, I kind of agree with him. But I feel like it don't matter if you got a 9 to 5 or you entrepreneur full time. If you hustle and you work hard, you consider whatever you want to be considered as. If I'm an entrepreneur, I'm an entrepreneur. Nobody else can't tell me nothing different.
yeah, because I'm an entrepreneur.
I'm
like, you
entrepreneur,
cannot tell me
yeah.
I am not.
But I think he was saying, like, if you work a 9 to 5, if you can go, if it dropped today, you can go back to you still got a job.
Yes.
Versus him, if his store closed down, he has nothing. He has to start over.
Yes.
So I get where he was coming from with it.
Yeah, when he broke it down, I think he just worded it wrong in the post, and he probably didn't expect it to go
But
like
then
viral.
you gotta get Facebook. People just read just to read it. They don't read to understand.
Yes.
So you had to read it a couple times before I even made it. So I had to keep reading it. I said, now I'm gonna come back to it later on. And then he dropped the live. I'm like, okay, I get what he's saying.
Yeah.
But everybody it's Facebook, man. They gonna get upset about anything that ain't even got nothing to do with them.
Everything.
Well, everything. Ain't got nothing to do with them. That's that man's opinion.
How you feel about it? Because all of us are 9 to 5ers, and we're entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
So how you feel about it, Josh?
I ain't really feel hit because it's like if you getting money, it shouldn't really matter what you're doing for your family. That's the main goal. You trying to set your family up for the long goal. So.
And every entrepreneur starts somewhere. Like,
Yeah.
you know, whether you have an inheritance, whether you get it out the mud. Like, just because I'm a 9 to 5er doesn't mean I'm not getting out the mud, because I still have to pay my bills with my check and my income that's coming in, and still choose to put money to the side and invest into. Even doing this, like, nothing is free. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, some people are connected different ways, but not for me. I have to pay for everything. I had to pay for the space. I had to pay for the guy who's doing it. I didn't pay y'all, but thank you so much for coming.
Our race is the only one who do that though. Like,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Why? Like sometimes, like it's cool if your mama or something help you out. You see other races, they get helped out. See, we want to get it out the mud. We ain't got to get out the mud.
We gotta get out the mud.
Yeah, why do we want us to
if you-
struggle so
Yeah,
bad?
I mean, our parents did that enough for us.
Yeah.
Like,
We got
Sure.
resources.
we don't have to get it out. We got it. We can go in there and get it. If you got the right, if you know the right people,
Yeah.
know if you been handling business the right way, it shouldn't be no problem to go in the bank. Here, this is what I got.
Yeah.
This is what I want. Can y'all help me out? But we that's that hood mentality.
Yeah.
That
It's
you
a
gotta get out of
mentality.
the mud. Some and people that to me, some people that use it, because I seen another debate as well. People from the hood feel that way versus somebody that's not from the hood feel like they still had to get it out the mud even though they're not from the hood.
Yeah.
So it don't really matter. Your definition of getting out the mud could be different definition in the hood person that get out the mud.
That's true.
So it was a debate on that, and I'm like, me coming from the hood, I seen way more than what I thought I seen from a person staying in the suburbs.
Yeah.
They had trauma and went through stuff too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Went through stuff too. So you just gotta. Everybody's struggle, everybody's story different.
It is, because just like it's a lot of successful businessmen and women and entrepreneurs, and they have children and they want to pass down the business to them, make them go to school or study or something like that. So just because this person is passed down the business, that shouldn't take away from them being an entrepreneur, because they still have to do the work. They still have to put in the work to be an entrepreneur, to make it successful. Just because your parent was successful doesn't mean you'll be successful in that same field. You know what I mean? It takes so much. It takes a lot of hard work, being an entrepreneur. So I think he did explain himself a little bit better on the live, but we don't want to take away from anybody that's putting in the extra work to try to make a better life for themselves, because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about.
That's what it's about.
So I did just want to touch on that, because I know we basically all fall into that.
Yeah, we do. Like, my business, it's hard. Like, I think a lot of people that have storefronts and business like that, they want to survive in my industry. Like, to do the work and then get paid after the resources is. But I know I got money coming, so that's why I do it. And I love it because I travel and I love it.
Yeah.
But I like my 9 to 5 too.
I do enjoy my 9 to 5. It's changed my life.
Yeah, it's like, I really with kids and sports. That's up my alley. So.
Yeah, and so me as an author, like, a lot of times people, that's not fast money either. And you have to sit and you have to come up with a concept. When I write, you want it to make sense. I can't just put, anything together. And then I have to hope that, people will support me and purchase this book. And a lot of times people did not want to pay $20 for my book. Like, they thought it was too much. And I kind of went with the perspective of, like, Nipsey Hussle, like, whatever my price is, that's my price, because you don't know all the work that I put into it. And it takes a lot, and it takes a lot of my time. Even with me coming up out with my second book, it's a follow-up to this first novel that I put out. It's taking my time. Like, the words just don't put themselves. I have to put it together, you know what I mean? So I think people try to put a value sometimes, especially if you are an artist or a creative, and you can't do that. Like,
No, I think it's because they know you. That's how it is.
Yeah.
When I'm selling shirts and stuff, it's the same thing. You too high, but you'll pay Nike $40, $50. But what's $10, $15 for a shirt?
But that's the same thing because I charge a research fee.
Yeah.
And so people like $35. I'm like, $35 cheap.
but did you have to start doing it for a reason?
I did it for a reason because I was doing the work and spending the late nights, and I sent a research and they won't book. Yeah. And then I had a couple issues where some people would take my itinerary and book it themselves.
Oh.
So I started charging.
Yeah.
And then I reach out to other people that's in my business, and they charge way more than me.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't do that with these people that I attract in my business. But
do you feel like at some point you will scale your business to to that different type of client, like, or do you have an ideal client that you would like to work with one day?
Not an ideal client yet, but I want to do a wedding destination.
Okay.
That's more than like 50 people going to Jamaica. That's my goal for next year.
Do y'all feel like it's important to make certain challenges, milestones, different things like that in your business? Even with us doing podcasts, do you want a certain amount of subscribers in a year or 3 months from now?
Yeah, that's the goal. Yeah, I mean, that's the goal. You're trying to make money too. I mean, you love it too, but you still trying to make a profit.
So yeah, you gotta set goals
Yeah,
in your
you gotta
business.
set-
Whatever
you gotta-
business you is, set a goal. You gotta
Yeah.
set goals.
It's important to set the goals. Do y'all write down stuff or do
Yes.
you?
All day.
Yeah, I believe in
All
writing
day.
it down, checking stuff off my list. Josh?
All right.
I write it down all the time. Like in my phone, I'm like, man, I
I
gotta do
don't write
this.
stuff down. I just know in my head what I'm gonna do. I mean, I guess dude's different, but I don't write nothing down.
You might be different because of dude, but it's important to write it down. But you know, we moms too, so
Yeah.
we have 1,000 different things going on at once.
You gotta go on the phone. It's the calendar.
I need
the
an alarm.
alerts. And I be behind on side. If
Yeah.
we don't get in the phone, I'm missing it.
Yeah, I need to check off. So, that's gonna take us into the next topic we want to do then with, because I mentioned us being parents, and even though you're not a parent, I know you probably maybe one day,
I don't know.
or you have godchildren. You know,
Yeah,
you're in the
godchildren.
lives of children, and so we are living in like a completely different world. Like my parents have not seen it. We have basically not seen it with all the technology, AI, social media, you know, that's going on. How do you feel like it's affecting us as far as raising, I just like to say good children, you know, confident children, morally confident children? Is it helping us? Is it hurting us? Sometimes I feel like when we were raised, sometimes in the black community, we weren't taught like, maybe like strategy or feeling our emotions, trying to understand them, executing certain plans, and even to a point like dreaming big. Because I feel like I was taught like to go to church. Now that was just my
Okay.
upbringing. I know everybody wasn't, but there's some people that was raised like me and we was taught to just go to church and that was it. But it's a lot more that goes into being an adult and being a responsible adult. So, you know, do you feel like social media is helping us? Is it hindering us when it comes to raising children and kind of sort of raising ourselves as well as adults? That was a loaded question, but
It helps as far as like promoting business,
Yeah,
reaching out to people you haven't seen in a while. But social media it's horrible. Like
It's a gift and a curse.
it's a gift. Yeah, it is. Like it's becoming like, oh my god, everybody's mad. Like, and every day I think I would be like, if it crashed just one day, what y'all would do? Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'll probably get some sleep. Like, I might get some sleep. I scroll so much when I'm on my downtime.
It's addicting because like
It is.
It's like you ain't trying to be on social media, but it's like if you have a business, you gotta check those.
You check it.
Yeah, you gotta see.
You have to post.
Yeah, you gotta post. Yeah.
And I think with my kids, I think the most one is like the TikTok. Like,
Yeah.
we could be in the store, in the doctor. She's like TikTok, and I'm like, come on, sis. Like,
Yeah, it's addicting.
put it down.
It's addictive, and for them to be so young and have something like that they can see every day and they know it's there and have access to it, like, it's a little bit scary to me. You know,
You
some
just gotta
people
watch
even
it.
start their kids' pages. Like, once they're born, they have like an IG page or something like
No,
that.
I don't. My kids don't have a page. I don't believe in them having a page because that's a lot to try to track their pages. I'm already watching their YouTube channel and their TikTok. Giving them a page at 11 and 9. No, unless my 9-11-year-old come with a business plan, then of course. But as far as the other stuff, they don't have those pages.
Now, that's why I considered it a little bit, because my 7-year-old, she's an entrepreneur too. And she does have a book, and she's like, can I have a YouTube page? And I'm like, well, what would you do on your YouTube
Right.
page? And she does tell me little stuff, but I'm like, it's just so scary to put your child out there. You know, I don't even like to, I post them, but it's not like every day.
Right.
Yes, it's
It's-
weird.
it's
People
creeps out there.
take these
Yeah.
pictures and, you know what I mean? So it's a lot. It's a lot going on. How do you feel like it affects us as adults? I feel like people are like super insecure now. Depression is really high, anxiety, and it's a result because of seeing these lifestyles in a highlight reel that everybody posts.
I mean, everybody want to be like each other. That's the main reason. I mean, you
But do
can't-
we want to be like each other, or do we feel like,
like somebody go on vacation, you gonna feel some type of way. I mean, just being real.
Somebody get a new body.
Yeah, somebody
Right,
get a new car, you gonna be like, oh,
But
why?
and that's another thing I say. You don't know the work that person put
Exactly.
in to even show that stuff.
yeah,
Like, that person can be on that trip and ain't even got enough money to eat. Like, you
Yeah.
just don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, so you can't put yourself, just because you see somebody else doing, you can't put yourself like that. Don't put yourself down because you think she's flossing, but it could be a whole different story how she got there, how
she
you
could
got
have
there.
flued out.
They flying them out. I mean, It could be anything. So don't be sitting there like, dang, man, I had to learn that too, because I'm like, man, everybody around me closing on the house. I ain't got my house. I'm like, man, I'm just going to wait. Ain't my turn yet.
Yeah, I told you. I said,
just be past ain't my turn yet.
Process.
So it just, by me with that, I just helped everybody around me. I helped my mama close on her house. I worked with my uncle to close on his house. So it ain't my time until I feel like to my people in a better place. Then it'll be my time.
And when it's your time, it's gonna feel so good.
It's gonna feel good.
We're gonna show
be
your time, yeah.
I said when I get my first house, I'm gonna get the sign "Proud Family" in the front yard. Like, we made it. Yeah, we in here.
So do you feel like owning a home is a part of like saying you made it?
Yes.
Yeah, you gotta think about where we come from.
Yeah.
Where we grew up in, like
we ain't have nothing. We don't know. We don't know nothing. Like
you don't realize how much you don't know
we so far behind.
We are behind.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm trying to learn as much as I can because there is another generation, or like you even said, you're helping your mom, you're helping your uncle. It's people who they don't know, and you know what I mean. They didn't have access to as much information, as we have access.
And it takes somebody from my situation. I had to go off to school and learn some stuff. I took some extra classes on housing and stuff like that. And my mom and dad been working their job for 15 years. At a house that ain't even belong to them.
Yeah.
So my mind was like, let me get them together. Because ain't no way, y'all, my dad work at Plant Bowl. Like, ain't no way you paying somebody else's house off.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, once they got to listening to me, I made it happen for them.
They didn't, you got to think about back in the day, our parents didn't have the resources we had too, so. They
ain't know.
Yeah, they ain't know.
Yeah, their mindset couldn't even fathom. Some of the stuff that we think about and dream and that we're executing, they didn't even have like the not the audacity to dream, but they didn't even have like the hope and the willingness to actually dream big.
It's really big help on social media. You just gotta be a strong person. Like when it's your turn, they find you up on there. You gotta take it. Like seriously, like
on you.
I mean, they be on me, but I be speaking the truth. Like people don't like the truth.
Yeah, that's what.
And so
that's
just how it be. Like. You get this. If I agree with everything they say, I probably be the popular person in Augusta.
Yeah. Because
I'm agreeing with nonsense sometimes. Yeah. So I just speak my truth. I stand on my word. That just been me for forever.
You have to, because like you said, it's like a fantasy world. People can literally create and say anything on this app, and it's like you are not living this crazy.
You ain't that person.
You are not this person. Or they'll try to tell you who you are, and you're like, no, this is actually
me. Like.
I can't help you making up stuff and you aren't true to who you are or whatever. But I try to be as open and honest as I can.
It's funny, like so my family, like they be like, you the public figure, and I be like, man, it's not that. Like I be so passionate on some stuff, and then I'm starting to like lack off a little bit because I'm like, man, people ain't gonna get it until they want to get it. So I'ma just back off. Like it just be funny because. I just spent time with my brothers on yesterday. We in the mall and an accident happened. I'm like, hey, the man, the ambulance, they over there. My brother, they're the public figure. I'm just like, man, I'm just trying to help.
You gotta say
that's it. I'm just trying to help the people. That's it. That's all I want to do.
Now, one thing I did have to learn because it was causing me so much extra anxiety, you cannot save everybody.
You can't save, no.
Because you want everybody, you like, oh, everybody don't have this mindset. You realize it's like a blessing for you to, I guess, have this awakening or whatever, because I was like, whether I succeed or not, the hood's still gonna be here.
Right, it is.
Like, it's generations that even though some people are trying to change their generation and do better, it's still generations out here that, unfortunately maybe kids, they're having babies at a young age and, different things like that. So I had to make sure I saved myself.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I had to make sure I solidified I knew who I was, because my family...
But even with you, like, if you just giving if you make a post and you giving the tools to help somebody, just do it. I mean, you ain't trying to look for nobody to thank you. I'm not trying to look for you to thank me. If I can help, just whatever I post and it help you make it your thing. But I don't need no thank you for that, because I'm telling myself that. It's really motivation to tell myself what I posted.
That's why I advocate so much for like therapy and stuff, because I'm like, that changed my life. Because sometimes we think we just right and everything we do is right, everything we know, and it's like we really not. Like sometimes our mindset, what we grew up in, is just it's very limited. And so with therapy, it helped me to open up how I think about myself. It helped me to be a better communicator. And it helped me, you know, business wise as well with what I do put out to the world. Have y'all ever been to therapy? Did you think about it?
I'm thinking about it now since my brother passed in June, so I've been thinking about going there.
Yeah.
Like just to see how it is, but
Yeah.
I ain't never been.
You have to find the right therapist also. Like
I went.
everybody.
I think I went. It had to be like maybe 2018, 2019. I finally got the career job that I've been working on. I was trying to juggle that, marriage. Just ain't got married, baby. Like, it was hard. I'm like, man, I gotta go see somebody to help because I couldn't juggle all that at one time.
So you just went to find more so of a balance in your life.
Yeah, I needed like balance, yeah. But it was more, it was open because I was talking to my husband or talking to my family, but they didn't understand because they weren't in the position that I was in.
Yeah.
Like, I'm in a position where everybody's over me. I'm over grants, I'm over money, I'm over all these kids, 150, 200 kids. So I had to go help. I had to go talk to somebody about it.
Yeah. I went more so to resolve so much childhood trauma that I went through. And I realized it was showing up in my everyday life and my choices, just how I navigated my life. And going there, I was like, okay, you can do stuff different. You can think different. It really, I tell people, like, it's outside of, like, writing and stuff, which that's a tool, like, for coping and stuff like that. Therapy and having a good therapist, the right therapist, like, saved my life. So,
and see, another thing, I think I put not too long ago, like, therapy is free. If you got Medicaid, like, it's free.
Yeah.
Like, and a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of jobs are offering that. So, I do believe in therapy. Like, I took my 9-year-old probably a couple weeks ago. Just because the attitude and stuff I was getting from, I just wanted to see what was going on.
Yeah.
And then when I got there, I mean, he talked to her. And we couldn't come out. She ain't got no problems. Like, she wanted her way or no way. So, but I wanted to see what was going on. Like, the teacher was kind of on her, and I was on her. So, it was a good thing. He was like, she good. I don't believe she need no more help. I think that, you know, she ain't adapt to the baby. I got a 2-year-old running around. She still ain't adapt to that. But I think it's needed for kids too.
It helped them communicate better too. So if they can be raised to communicate better, and if they can be raised with a better emotional intelligence than we have, like instead of just anger is the answer, and it's like it's like a lot of other emotions, you know, we can feel and that we do feel, but you're just angry. And a lot of times stuff is, what I've learned is people, it's stemming from hurt. They're hurt, and then it leads them to do different choices and different things like that, you know.
That's that old saying, hurt people hurt people. So that's what it is. I think everybody should go get some type of therapy. If you just listen to podcasts that's talking about mental health, that can be something. You don't have to always go sit in there and think you're telling somebody your business. And then you going in there and telling those doctors, they can't tell nobody else your business because they got a contract.
And they don't care.
They can't tell nobody else their business. I think therapists go see therapists because they talking to everybody else about their business. I mean, you just gotta, like I say, you just gotta live and learn everything. And just, you want to be healthy in everything you do. I mean, but stuff comes in the day, every day.
A healthy mind, though, I think a lot of times people don't realize, because you can get money, you can get fame, you can get this designer clothes that people like to wear, and if your mind is not healthy, a lot of people end up dying. Like, they end up killing themselves because they can't even handle what's coming with, you know, the lifestyle that they want or that they think they want. You know,
and that comes out seeing somebody else. You don't know nobody work. You think that person is top. You think that person at the top, but you don't know how they got there.
Yeah.
So you trying to live life off somebody else. Like, you got to live for yourself.
I thought about, because I watch a lot of documentaries, and you know, a lot of black people in our culture, we love to wear designer. Like, if you can get designer, that's like, you know. And I'm like, these designers, this is actually their legacy. This is these people's names. Like, they just so happen to be like Italian or whatever. So, you know, Dolce & Gabbana, that's like a gay couple that made clothes together.
Maybe
you know what I mean?
I don't even know the history of it.
Chanel, Versace, like all this stuff. It's just their name, and they design clothes and they work hard for their legacy. So as hard as they work for their legacy, I just feel like we have to work for ours. Right. Like, we have legacies, and it's not about being, you know, a 9-to-5 or entrepreneur. It's about solidifying your legacy. However you need to do that. I just lost a friend. Also, suddenly, you know, she was 33, but the life she lived is gonna it's gonna show. She's gone now, but her legacy has been left behind and it's been solidified.
Right.
And it's not one way to do it. It's not like she was an entrepreneur or anything like that, but she just lived a good life and she left a good legacy behind. So I just think at the end of the day, that's what it's about for me. It's building my legacy, knowing what I believe in. I do have 2 daughters. I want them to know what I believed in because one day I won't be here.
Right.
So I navigate and operate like I won't be here one day because some people seem like they moved where we're going to be here forever and we just won't be here forever. We don't know when our time is and we don't know how it's going to happen. So if I could implement things every day in my life to show my legacy and to build my legacy, to me, that's what it's all about. That's what's most important to me.
You gotta live life, man.
Yeah, you gotta
You
set
gotta
your kids
live.
up too.
Set your kids, set your
Get some
family
insurance
up.
and all that.
Get you some insurance,
Life
like
insurance.
definitely.
Yes.
Most definitely life insurance. That's people be scared, but
it's
get
not-
that life
it's not
insurance. You
that
not be
much
scared of life insurance.
You know, if more people had life insurance, that would set up a next generation too. Instead of you leaving and it's nothing. Imagine leaving with, even if it's just like 50K or 20, just something to bury you. And then to set your child up with something for them to continue, or your mom, you know, whoever, your wife, whatever you have left, you know. So that's actually like a that's another tool. I've been seeing more people talk about it too, like because you can invest in like this whole life insurance and pull from it. And
You can pull from
I don't know all the.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
I
there's
don't
certain
but-
ones you can pull college money from it for the
Yeah.
kids. It's certain ones you
Our
get.
culture don't know.
We don't know.
Yeah, that's how the rich folks get rich.
Yeah.
They put so much in the life insurance, they pull it out and buy houses and put it back.
Yeah.
Get so
So
many percent off it.
I'm trying to learn. All information is not free, and I think a lot of times we don't want to pay for information. And like I said, I like to pay people for their time because I know it's important and it's valuable. But you know, sometimes you have to pay to play. Like you have to pay for information. You have to get in these rooms.
It's in a book, yeah.
People don't read it.
You gotta read.
That's the hard thing.
That's how I learned how to invest. Everything is in a book. A lot of people don't read.
You tell somebody to read, boy, they on your
Yeah.
head.
Listen, and I love reading, but I could read even more, and I could read more books as far as like
Yeah, I
business
most
and different
definitely need
things
to
like
read more
that.
books.
They got
I definitely need
audio book stuff if you don't want
Yeah.
to read.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
I definitely got to
podcasts.
read more books and stuff.
So it means the information out there. You just gotta want it.
yeah, it's definitely out there. So, and I think I'm thankful for people like us trying. We do what we can to
Yeah.
reach who we can reach,
Yeah.
and I think that's very noble of us. But I just wish y'all the best too, like in y'all journeys and different things like that. And I just want to thank y'all for taking this time to sit with me. My first panel discussion, done professionally, and I thank Dorian also too for taking time. Was there anything else y'all want to touch on or add to the conversation before we wrap it up?
We sit here by business, and some people got those business from PPP loans. Let's just be
Yeah.
honest. You get what I'm saying? Like, they want to criticize people about what, but some of y'all ain't got a legitimate business license.
Right.
Ain't with
No
and
LLC.
nothing. And y'all up here talking about, you know what?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't care how you get it, but don't be talking bad down to people that's really going to these 9 to 5s. So, the whole debate by Brittany Griner, right?
Yeah.
It was bothering me because I'm like, he's a guns dealer, a weapon dealer, right? Correct. And we traded her for him, or him to her.
Yeah.
So a lot of people was really, I'm glad Brittany home, but the weapon that they can use with that man towards us is just, well, I'm like, man, I don't know. Couple
But I
years
think people
time.
saying he's been locked up for a real long time.
Yes, and they saying like we got
And we
4
have
more
other
years.
arms dealers. Like he's not just the only.
But what is Russia gonna use him for? That's the thing. Like
He know too much about it.
he know
already.
too
Yeah.
much. Like they gonna take him over there and lock him back up. No, they're gonna take him over there, get all the information, and probably use him.
Because Putin said he was open to more trades or something. Like,
Come on.
he like
They
that.
out of Russia. Like at
Yeah.
this point, like I'm happy Brittany home, but
So you said she look like Ben Simmons?
Yeah, she did.
Is that another basketball player?
yeah,
Man.
yeah. That's another
Consider
basketball.
herself as a
I mean, they was disrespecting the real bad. Okay, but like, dang, we got Juwanna Man back for. I'm like, bro,
I saw a
like,
picture of Tiger and it was like, welcome home.
I mean, it's just the limp of what this whole pay thing. WNBA don't get this much money or NBA this much money, whatever the case may be. Y'all make more money than me. Both of y'all. Like, both you stop trying to live a lifestyle that you can't afford.
That's it.
You make enough money to survive.
200. They make
You doing your passion.
200,000. Most of them make 200.
That's good.
They go overseas too. They make money too.
You ain't gotta go
You're not
overseas
gonna-
and make
live in
$200,000, baby.
You're not
Bring your
gonna make.
lifestyle down.
You're not gonna make millions like
Come
you
on
made,
to
but
Augusta.
Bring your lifestyle. Give me your 200,000. Let me shake
I'll
it.
make it work.
Cause me,
Yeah.
I think it's just for them to go over there and to pay and all this and women rights and stuff. Like, I don't watch WNBA. I'm sorry, but I play basketball. I support basketball, and if I sit down sometime, get some time out, I ain't been watching no sports really. Just how busy my schedule is. But I do feel like she deserved to come home. But that guy, I just like, what is Russia gonna do with him? Like, how long?
I feel like she's
they
deserved to come
use
home.
him? What-
Yeah.
how they gonna use him? That's my only big pin. Like, how Russia gonna use
They
him?
should have brought the other dude home, the Marine dude.
Oh
Yes,
yeah,
that was a
and I
Marine
didn't like
part.
that they didn't bring him home, especially. If
But
he
she's
fought for
she's a big
We are-
artist. Like,
yeah,
she's
we-
a celebrity.
We love
so
our celebrities. That's how
yeah. So, and I said that because at first I was like, man, if LeBron was over there, they'll go
Oh
over there
my
and
God.
get him.
Oh,
Yes.
he got it first.
He
day.
would, yes.
He got good. And then I was like, well, it is LeBron. I was
Shannon
so back
Sharp
and
would have been
forth
over
with
there
it.
I
to
would've
get.
been over there, got it.
Shannon Sharp would have been over there to get
They
LeBron.
going to get LeBron. They ain't about to wait. They was going to get LeBron.
It would have been a war.
Yeah.
And then when I
It
said
would've been a
that,
war.
I think I said that a couple rounds some guys. I'm like, no, we would have left him over there. No, y'all wouldn't.
No, it's no
He
way.
made too much money for them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
he
them.
for them.
Yeah, that's exactly.
So you was not gonna leave LeBron in Russia. You weren't gonna leave him
No.
over there. See, with her crime, it wasn't that deep to give her 9 years.
No, you gotta think about
But
it.
it's Russian law, though.
Russia laws is different than United
Yeah.
States. You can't
Yeah.
get caught with like their laws are different.
America is
Yeah.
spoiled. I don't think we realize
Yeah,
how
we
good we
real-
have.
we
It's
got-
bad, but
we
we
got
have it
spoiled.
really good in America.
I always tell somebody the worst thing to do is get in international jail.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
I tell my clients, like, read the rules and laws
Yeah.
before you go over there. You over there trying to go to Jamaica, you trying to go to Mexico, read those
Even
laws.
Dubai, you
Like
gotta
some
be real
countries-
wise.
Like, read
Some
those laws.
countries, if you get caught cheating, they'll cut your head off.
Yeah, you caught stealing, they'll cut your hands
yeah,
off. Like,
some they laws different than ours.
Yeah, you can't. I tell people, like, just go over
We
there.
got it made over here.
Stay on the
We do.
resort. Like, stay on the resort if you ain't gonna read the laws, you ain't gonna
Yeah.
pay attention to stuff. Like, and like I just said, like, when I go traveling, I still want to be alive. I want to know how far I'm in from the airport, what the nearest hospital is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot, but you want to know those things because, I mean, look at the whole situation with the Mexico, the girl going to Mexico.
Yeah.
Or Cabo.
Yeah,
Mhm.
they did.
And
That was messed up.
She's dead,
Mm.
and her family. I mean, what the friends
Beat
went
her
over there,
up,
beat up and
yeah.
stuff.
Mhm.
Like, you going
I
to
mean, they
Mexico
must have beat her
jail?
for a long time.
Y'all going to jail over there?
Yeah.
That's a whole
She
different.
was already dead, to be honest with
That's
you.
a different. I think she was dead. I think she was dead.
I feel like they plotted
they plotted
to
it.
kill her over
But
there.
what was it? Because what I'm understanding, she was a big deal in Charlotte.
Mhm, in
She's
Charlotte.
had a business. She was
Yeah,
a big
she was
business
making a lot of
person.
money.
And then I was seeing, because I've been following like a podcast up there about it, but to come home and lie and say,
And be in the
how you
parents'
got
face.
that? How can you get that from that?
Say you going to the funeral.
I
Oh,
mean,
Lord.
People crazy.
Don't send my baby home like that, because let me tell you.
But they sending them people to Mexico. They go to Mexico jail. Like, that's just it's sadness.
And you are not Pablo Escobar. Oh, he wasn't Mexican. He was in Colombia.
Well, hey, I just like, I ain't trying to go to,
You ain't no kingpin.
I ain't trying to go to jail here. I ain't trying to go jail here in Augusta. You think I'm trying to go to jail in Mexico, Cabo, Jamaica? I ain't trying to go to jail in Augusta.
Me either.
I
Me either,
ain't
man.
so. I ain't a big fan
Let
of
me tell
jail.
you.
Hey, police officers, how y'all
Yeah,
doing?
free big me.
Hey, what y'all think about the PPP loan though?
PPP loans.
I want one.
I wanted one. I should have got one. God,
But do
geez.
you see how now they were giving them out, but I think they are not forgiving people for it or something like that? Maybe if it wasn't legit, or maybe if the business wasn't legit.
I mean, even to me, it's just me. If I would have got a PP loan and I did not have a business, I'd have made a business out of it. I'd have made a business. If I got $50,000 and they say somewhat 5 years or 8 years you can pay it back or something or start paying on it,
A lot of people ain't
How
gonna
was
pay
that?
that.
they not gonna pay on it. But I mean,
Government
if
works.
I
But
would
they
have got
said the
the
loans
money,
already existed. Like this was not a new
it wasn't
thing.
nothing new.
Yeah.
But we didn't know.
We didn't
don't
know.
nothing.
I think they gonna get the people though.
Yeah.
I think
I think they just
man,
wait.
I seen a video. They were pulling up at people's house in Atlanta,
they
knocking
just
on
wait.
their door, like,
They wait.
"What ain't money entertainment at?"
Yeah.
And you know the feds don't have to get you right then. Like as long as they have the evidence or whatever, they can.
But just flip.
I mean, I'm sure
money.
some
Do
type
it
of
right
time
with the
frame,
money.
yeah.
Like
Yeah,
some
do so
people
legit,
just
yeah.
do. I mean, take
People
you
just buying
$20,000,
Yeah.
make a business, and make that $20,000 back in 5 years. Pay them off. But if you were using that
Then you
$50,000
could
to buy
afford a
Gucci,
lawyer.
Louis,
Right.
and all that stuff,
A Bentley.
then you going to jail.
Yeah.
I would have had my lawyer on retainer. Like I don't even know if this legit, but I need my lawyer.
I should have got me one. I was scared.
But you
though,
got
'cause
legit. I told
scared.
you got legit business though.
Yeah, you
I
should
was
at least
scared.
try it.
I mean, I was scared.
I was scared. I just got my LLC.
I
this
just don't
year,
like to
though,
go to
so
jail. I don't know
Yeah,
about
I-
jail.
Don't go to jail.
I was really scared, but I started looking at it and reading on it. So I'm like, man, I could have got me one.
Yeah, you probably could have got one.
And
I don't think my business
Could've got
was
me
established long enough to get it.
I would think I was in 2 years, maybe 3 years of mine.
Yeah.
that's right.
I was
Yeah,
3 years of mine.
I think it's time and employees.
But I don't got employees. That's what really made me like, it's just
Oh
me.
yeah, these people were skimming.
Yeah, you gotta have employees.
A lot
So
of people be
it was
scamming,
like $1,000 a toy. What like $1,000 per employee? I thought it's something. I read something like it was per person you can get money off of.
I don't know. I'm like you say. I'm scared of the IRS.
I'm scared. I'm scared.
wanna be fed.
I owe you in today because you gotta chase me. But I ain't owing them people that gotta come know where I stay, my social security.
They know
number.
They know
everything.
everything.
I ain't owing them thousands and I'm talking about thousands
If you
of
don't pay
dollars.
back, you going to jail.
I would have got me $50K, made me a little $20, maybe $20,000 on the business, flipped it 2-3 years and paid it back. Just straight paid it
Yeah.
back.
I would have did right by
'Cause
it.
ain't
You know,
no
if I was
way-
eligible to get it.
I mean, it was so funny when the lists and all that stuff come. I'm
No
like,
name.
yo, but
Yeah.
I couldn't hate on that grind. They beat me to the punch. Like they beat me.
Yeah.
So I mean, I just hope someone just did the right
And
thing.
you're the
and-
ones who saying you don't need 9 to 5.
Yeah. I hope they did something with it, and hope they able to pay it back because
Shout out to the 9 to 5ers.
for real, 9 to 5, it's hard. It's hard. Like
I consider myself a real hustler. This is even doing this today. Like this was a sacrifice. You know what I mean? And thank y'all
It's
again.
hard.
But
I use my
it's
job for insurance. I ain't gonna lie.
I see a lot of people
Insurance.
say that.
Yeah.
yeah, we got health insurance. I finally got some health
Yeah.
insurance
Good
after
health
3
insurance.
years
And I got
of working for
life
it.
insurance for my job too.
Yep,
That's
yep.
good. Life insurance, yeah.
Yep,
so-
I got life insurance.
$200,000 for $7 a week.
I just got a
Yeah.
raise. I ain't even announced my raise. I don't want people hating on me, so I'm
too.
just
I
thankful.
just bought-
I'm just thankful.
I just moved up a little bit too. In the last couple months. I mean, I just moved
So
up.
hey, I'm a 9 to 5 this thing until I can. I just read a tweet actually from Money Man, and he was like, if you still working a 9 to 5, you gotta use that as like your come up. Like, you know, you don't have to stay there working for somebody else, but use it until you're your own boss. Like, it's just smart. It's,
Everybody can't have a business though.
Yeah, it's just
like,
smart.
like my boy say, somebody gotta flip the burgers. It just really.
I mean, that's why I said it's
everybody can't.
it's a job for everybody out here. Every job got to get done. Whether you in the trash, you McDonald's,
It just
every job got to get
everybody ain't
done.
being a boss. Everybody don't want to be a boss though.
no.
And then another thing, ain't none of y'all with no business classes. Ain't none of y'all with no. I went to school for this. Like I went to school,
Yeah.
gave my life to a school after high school. I got a business degree.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
So I don't want to take no advice from nobody that ain't go to school. And some people like, wait, we ain't got to school. Yes, you do. Y'all ain't got business
You
101.
need the education.
You need business 101.
Yeah, you need the education.
Something. Yeah.
You need some of it. Augusta Tech been giving out free schooling. Go get you one. Get you a business. Go. Yeah. It ain't no way you educate yourself on your business.
Yeah.
For
y'all,
real.
y'all ask each other about the businesses. I know you got the book. I know you got your
Travel.
I'm a travel agent.
Yeah, so ask each other. Restart it.
What you mean?
So ask her about what she do and the
Mhm.
name of her business, so on and so forth, and you all can do
Okay.
it. Like,
Okay. Tell me about your business.
yeah, don't do it like that though.
So what type of business you have?
Okay.
I'm asking
so
first.
I'm an entrepreneur. So I have a podcast, LaPortia Mitchell Presents. I'm a writer. I'm an author. I publish books for myself, self-published, and other authors as well, including my 7-year-old daughter. So that's my primary line of income, and I purchased my LLC just this year, 2/22/22. LaPortia Mitchell Presents. So I am learning everything I can, but I do take classes. I do network, you know, to build myself and to set myself up
Right.
with proper business
Right.
structure.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
So I own a travel agency. So I have my own travel agency. And what I do is I do the same thing. I go to trainings like I've been to Delta vacation training like in October, homecoming weekend. I went that whole weekend and trained with like CEOs of Sanders Hotels and Marriott's. So I go out and get training from people that's high. So that's what I do. Like, I'm not just on there talking about travel because I think I know everything. I went to get the proper training to talk about it and to sell it, really. Like, it's becoming a lifestyle. I love it because I get to take my 3 kids places I never thought about going as a child. Like, they have passports. They're 11, 9, and 2. Like, who does that? But somebody that's in this industry or that has that willing to want to learn and travel. So that's why I got into it. And they had an opportunity to take my parents places they never been. Like, it's really just mind-blowing. And every time I turn around, my mama literally sending me somewhere to go. Like, where we going? I'm like, Mom, I just started a new job. I know where to go, but we about to hit the road again.
Yeah, we
Most likely we hit the road. Big Josh, how you doing over there?
I got a podcast, and people probably don't know I got a vending machine too. So I'm doing that. I mean, it keep you busy, man. I like it. I like vending machines. I like podcasting. So it's just fun to me. It's a hobby to me, really. To be honest with you.
And then another question, what's your 9 to 5, Josh?
What's my truck driver?
It's your truck driver.
Yeah.
Miss Portia, what's your 9 to 5?
I am a IT technician for the city of Augusta, Georgia, and I love my job.
So my 9 to 5, me and Portia talk a lot. I get locked out my computer, but I'm a youth coordinator for the city of Augusta Parks and Recreation for the South Augusta location.
And we have good jobs, and we still want to create this extra source of income, and like I said, build this very important legacy. And whoever we can pull along with us and inform while we are on the way up, we will, but we're not dragging y'all. Read a book, watch a podcast.
Hey, watch a podcast. Because I be watching podcasts from Josh Podcast. I watch their podcasts. Josh and, what's his name? Master Podcast.
Man.
Man, I watch Man all the time. Like, he really be having me rolling. But
I have to get on him.
He been commenting on my status, calling me Cap lately. I need to holler at him about that. So I don't know what I'm doing to him.
We need to go on his podcast.
He been calling me Cap for the last couple of days. Like you Cap D. I'm like, what I did?
Tell him to bring you on the pod.
Bring me on the
podcast.
Bring me on the podcast.
Y'all got anything else y'all want to say?
Oh, that's it. Thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. Thank y'all so much for coming and taking y'all time out to come chat with me and my audience. I appreciate it.
Yes. Make sure y'all go follow our pages. Danica Gistown on IG. Danica Gistown on Facebook. Travel or Us by Danica.
I'm LaPortia Mitchell on Facebook. My IG is OPortia, OHPORTIA_. Thank you. Spell that last name.
Oh! So it's DINIKKA, Danica, GISSENTANNER, Gistown.
And she was not going to spell that for y'all.
That's long, but if you just guess, it's Tanner. It's easy. GISS.
Follow me on Facebook, Joshua Johnson, or Instagram, Clash at the Round Table. Just hit me up.
YouTube, Clash at the Round Table.
Yeah, Clash at the Round Table. Anything Clash at the Round Table, it'll pop up.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Y'all have a good one.